more remarkable Nigerians are here. And I have one of the co-founders of the Future Project right here. I'm talking about Debola Williams. He joins us now live on the red carpet. Thanks a lot for joining us. You have chosen a very fine attire.
Thank you, thank you.
How excited are you tonight?
It's a bit of excitement, and anticipation. I'm hoping that, the night will be as inspirational, as we have planned it to be. We hope that when people leave here tonight, they will have renewed faith in the continent. They'll have renewed hope, in our nation, Nigeria. So I'm anticipating to see that happen.
There is a question that everyone tends to ask me when I talk about the Future Awards Africa. They say, what is the selection process like? Would you like to answer that?
So the selection process is a 4-chain one, where the first phase is when we use the media, across board, television, radio, the internet, to source for nominations, because it's a public-based process. The public sends in people who they believe qualify. So they go to the website, there's a questionnaire on the website, and then they fill the questionnaire with those who they think qualify. We also work with different organizations that have access to young leaders, and they send in potential candidates as well. And then we also then depend on industry experts, who also send in nominations, authorities in the different professions that have categories. And now that process then goes to the Central Working Committee, who will then cut down from the thousands of nominations that come in, after doing some research, calling people, checking up on people, and they will now cut down, to the first nominees, which will be 5 per category. And then the 5 then goes on to the Board of Audits Committee, who will then judge from 5 to 3. That board has people like Tawungbe, Wendy Luhabe, Ndidi Wunyeli, Tonya Cole, amongst others, and then they judge from 5 to 3. And then 3 then goes to the Board of Young Judges, that has people like Jenna Scott, who works with the Liberian president, amongst other young people in Africa, who then judge from 3, for the winner to be found. Now the judges, the final judges are a board of young judges, while the audit committee is for mid-level captain of industries.
Now, I must say that sounds like a very long process. In that, as long as it also sounds very credible. Are there specific qualities you need to have to be nominated?
The broad criteria is talent, hard work, and achievement. That's the broad criteria for the Future Awards. And in each category, then have specifics, that then narrow down into what is really expected of the person, So from the entrepreneurship category to the advocacy, to the change maker, to technology, amongst others. So the broad category is talent, hard work, and achievement. Hard work is very key because the value of hard work, is gradually losing out in our society.
Final word. So who are we expecting in, you have to be precise now, who are we expecting tonight? Not just from Nigeria, I know Nigerians are here. How about other parts of Africa?
We have nominees, we have people from Kenya, from Uganda, from South Africa, from Ghana, Sangudel is here. Quite a number of the nominees from different African countries, from Tanzania, Diamond, the musician, several other people are here. The governors here, the MDs here. It's a mix of, all the brightest and the best young Africans and captains of industries gathered here tonight to inspire hope for our continent.
Debola Williams, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I'm now being joined again right now by an on-air personality, the voice you like to listen to on radio. His name is Freeze. Come along, Freeze. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You look very good.
Thank you very much.
And what does this award mean to you?
It means the fact that we are moving, we're transitioning from where we are to where we're trying to be, or where we should be, or eventually where we're going to be. It showcases the people who are going to rule us tomorrow while they transition from the little children, the young adults that they are, into the religious, political, and financial leaders the country, the continent, and possibly the world will showcase in the near future.
You have done very well for yourself in your industry, right? What recommendation do you have for young people who are aspiring to be like you?
Done very well is relative. I would say I'm trying my best and the Lord smiles upon me from time to time. But what would I recommend to the upcoming people? Stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself. You have a purpose. No matter what you look like, no matter what you sound like, no matter what you are, there's a purpose for your creation. Even if your conception was a mistake, you are not a mistake. So if you have that at the back of your mind, you can't get it wrong.
You sound like a politician, but thanks a lot for joining us, right?
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Freeze with us live on the red carpet from the Intercontinental Hotel here in Lagos, Nigeria, the venue of the Future Awards Africa 2014. It is the 9th edition, and it is not just about Nigeria anymore. It is about the whole of the continent. I mentioned earlier there will be key players from the public and the private sector converging on this venue tonight. We are expecting a couple of governors of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to be here tonight. I'm told that reputable musicians are going to also be here to entertain nominees, awardees, and attendees. So it's going to be a special night tonight. You have to actually almost have a greater drive. Young Nigerian, what's your name?
Victor Fatomi.
What do you do?
Graphics designer. I worked on this event with them. Contract with the Future Africa for the graphics designs for the event and the Stop Ebola campaign.
What are your expectations tonight?
Yeah, I've come here to be inspired because they called it an evening of inspiration. Africa will be inspired today. That was all over the arts and graphics, and I'm here to be inspired by great.
Is there any person in particular that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to meeting, let's say, Panchak Zamani, Ice Prince, yeah. And I had read some stories of some great African guys that I can't really mention their name, not like big celebs that we know, but they've done really great stuff, and I'm looking forward to meet them. On the finalists, I mean, one of some of the finalists, really great ones that I will be looking forward to meeting at the event.
All right, here we go. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, okay, and nice outfit.
Thank you. All right, I'm now being joined by the very controversial Derele Edu. Come on.
I didn't know you called me. How are you, my love? Mwah, mwah. Yay! Sorry. And why are you wearing my outfit? This was the dress I was supposed to wear here today, but she took it. I hung it out to dry, and then I'll pour down drop on. How are you doing, love? Good to see you.
I'm very fine, thank you. What are you expecting tonight?
Well, as always, with the Future Awards, it's like a celebration of the brightest and the best. And I like the fact that it's not about movies and about music all the time, but about celebrating, our people, the enterprising young ones. And also, it's an avenue to see people you haven't seen in a while, like you. Hey, and then you say, where have you been? Where have you been? But above all, I think it's one of those events I am excited about. I am not working today, so let me go and sit. I will make noise. I will look for trouble. I will harass everybody. And I will party like a rock star today.
Okay.
Are you scared of me? I will scatter your hair.
I am not scared of you, Derele. Yeah. I just want to say something very remarkable right now, and you have to listen.
I will listen.
You have done very well for yourself in your industry, right? And your brand is very unique. And I'm sure you have people, as weird as it sounds, that look up to you. How do you manage that relationship?
Well, overall, when people come up to me and tell me that they appreciate what I'm doing, they acknowledge my work, they celebrate it, they recognize it, it's very self-rewarding and self-fulfilling, and it does a lot for me as an individual. But I think over time, my brand has been very grounded in the sense that I don't see all the live camera action that people see, so I am just a regular boy. But my relationship with people who love my work, I don't see them as fans, I see them as family. I pick my calls myself. Why the hell do I need a PA? I am not handicapped.
You're on TV.
Yes. Okay, sorry. My people, I do not need a PA. I answer all the calls myself, which means I have established a very close, cordial and cordial communication and relationship with the people who admire what I do. So it's a one-on-one thing. I think we're all equal now.
So one last thing. What would you say to young people out there? What would you recommend as an important ingredient for self-improvement and also self-actualization?
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say self-actualization, self-realization, and then self-improvement. But you, sweetheart, you're on fire. I want to call 911. To everyone out there, to all of the young people out there, I always say this to them. Always be a first-class version of yourself and not a second-class version of anybody else. Listen to learn, but above all, learn to listen. And then, I always say this, 2 ways to know your personality. 1, the way you behave when you have everything, and the way you manage when you have nothing. My people, choose a job that you love. You never have to work a day for the rest of your life. Look at me. They are just paying me to just be. When I was normal, I didn't have money. Now that I am mad, there is money. Keep praying that I keep getting madder. Hey, don't join me in the movement, so let me be chopping the money of madness alone.
Daily Edu, my regards to your mom.
My mom, yes, so and my dress.
Yeah, you get it.
Tell her to bring my dress back.
All right.